Good morning, web spiders. As you see, I've got two of my bookstore workers right here. The bookstore was closed last Thursday and Friday because fourth graders were on their trip, but it is open, and guess what? They only had one customer today, and that customer was me. I bought a mechanical pencil because I was really in need of one. But bookstore's open. Make sure you gather your change and show up at the bookstore tomorrow so our workers aren't lonely. And remember, all the profits come right back to our school to spend on fun things like parties and trips and things like that. So the money that we make in the bookstore comes right back to you just to spend on your classrooms and things like that. So come to the bookstore tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Today is Tuesday. It's October 4th. I'm waiting for my friends from Mrs. Taylor's room to come on down to the office for announcements, so I hope that they show up. If they do not, I'll be the lone survivor here. And announcements today. Fairness. It's our character trait, so let's talk about it for just a minute. Fairness is the quality of making judgments that are free from discrimination, making sure everyone has an equal chance. So fairness means you have an equal chance. For example, there were and I don't remember how many slots they had. Maybe 10. Okay, so if 20 girls tried out and there were only 10 spots available, everyone had a fair and equal chance to try out for those 10 spots. But it still meant that 10 did not make it, right? It's still fair. So think about that. You have a fair and equal chance. It doesn't mean you're the one that's going to get chosen. Practice fairness by this. Try these things. Be a good winner and a good loser when you play a game. Oh my goodness, whether it's at recess or an everyday math game, if you're the winner, be a good winner. Congratulate the other one for trying so hard. If you're a loser, be a good loser. Congratulate the winner for winning the game. Be an active listener and hear all the facts before you form an opinion. Mrs. Moran's guilty of this one. I really need to listen to everything that's being said before I form an opinion or make a suggestion. So that's one thing I'm going to work on about being fair this week. How about dividing all things equally? I'll tell you what, I brought a big bag of grapes today and put them in the refrigerator. And if I separate those or divide them equally with Mrs. Rainierson and Mrs. McLean, I will be fair with my grapes. Take turns when you play a game or use a toy. Just take turns. Don't get mad because someone took it. Don't get mad that someone got it first. Be fair by taking turns. Oh, and accept the consequences for misbehavior. If you make a bad choice and you get a consequence, own it. I did something wrong. Here's the punishment. I'm going to serve my punishment and I'm going to start over. Accept the consequences. That's being fair. Absolutely love that. Be fair, be fair, be fair. Let's check our birthday list because I know for a fact we have lots of birthdays on the web today. Oh, and bucket fillers. Here come my helpers from Mrs. Taylor's class. So happy birthday shout out to the following. Are you ready? Woo! Got to take a deep breath because this list is long. Happy birthday shout out to, I think it's Jalea Brooks from Mrs. Bridges' class. Happy birthday shout out to Jace Collins from Mrs. Pate's class. Happy birthday shout out to Olivia Lombardo Armstrong from Mrs. David's class. Happy birthday shout out to Maya Wilson from Mrs. Rector's class. And a happy birthday shout out to Aiden Yancey from Mrs. Walter's class. Woo! October 4th is a popular day for birthdays in the web, don't you think? Now, I haven't even looked at the October. Whoop, nope, we don't have any adult birthdays in the web. Notice I do have my friends from Mrs. Taylor's class. I'm going to go ahead and do these bucket fillers, and then I'll let you guys introduce yourself. Woo! Bucket filler shout out to Chase Oddie from Mrs. Bartram. When a student slipped in the cafeteria and dropped her tray, Chase quickly got a broom and started cleaning up. Way to go, Chase. Happy birthday shout out to the entire preschool, to our Cub Academy, for Mrs. Miller, Ms. Little, and Ms. Bolton. We love how you all have been great helping friends. So our preschoolers have been helping their friends. Way to go, preschool. To Carter Munch and from Miss Bethany Skaggs in Cub Care. Want to give Carter a huge shout out for his wonderful smile and assistance in helping Miss Tanya feel better. Thank you, buddy. You sure did fill the room with happiness this morning. Have a great day. Way to go. This also goes out to Carter from Miss Little. Miss Little wasn't feeling well after a dental exam and treatment, and Carter was helping Miss Bethany provide Miss Little with a Sprite to help her feel better. He came in with a smiling face. Way to go, Carter. And a bucket filler shout out to Logan Heldman from Mrs. Bartram. And again, a student slipped in the cafeteria, and Logan was the other one that quickly got up, got a broom, and tried to help clean up that mess. So way to go, Chase and Logan, for being unselfish and just helping clean up that mess. Okay, guys, introduce yourselves. Now they're from Mrs. Taylor's class. I already kind of gave that away. So tell us who you are.
My name's Lily Hamilton. Peace.
My name's Matthew Havitt. My name's Kaden Singwood.
They're here to help me. So at this time, if you'll stand and push your chair in, we will have a moment of silence. And Matthew, I'm going to give you the flag. Here we go. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Way to go. Okay, a couple of reminders. This Friday is the last day to bring in a coat in our collection box by the front door. If you've outgrown a coat, or maybe a cousin gave you a coat that didn't fit or you never wore it, if you have an extra coat in your closet, donate it to our bucket in the front. And again, Friday is our last day to collect those coats. Another reminder, this Thursday night is parent-teacher conferences, so a lot of your parents will be coming to visit teachers this week and get your progress. And I know some of our kiddos upstairs have been practicing for their student-led conferences, so keep practicing and show what you know and knock the socks off of your parents. I'm trying to think if we have any other announcements. Just a reminder about our buddy bench. It's there for a reason. You know, if you're feeling down or don't have someone to play with at recess, please go sit on the buddy bench. That's what it's there for. But then I have to ask all the other kids, make sure you're looking to see if there's someone sitting at that buddy bench, okay? And if there is someone at the buddy bench, what are you going to do?
We're going to go over there and say, do you want to play?
Absolutely. And what if you're sitting there, this is for you, okay? You're sitting there and someone comes and offers an invitation to you. You take the first offer, don't you? Okay. So use that buddy bench. You should never feel sad or lonely at recess. That's why we have our buddy bench, okay? You guys have any other advice for them? Well, you want to do our creed? Okay, let's do our creed. Here we go.
I'm a member of the Webb family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special.
Make sure you are fair. Fair. Listen carefully before you make a judgment or form an opinion. Be a good loser or a good winner. Take turns. Divide things equally. Any of those things will show that you understand our character trait of fairness. So have a great day in the Webb. Make sure you are
doing it right. Peace.